The Charles Richardson Show is uncensored and is for adults only. Mature or immature, doesn't matter.
Well, it's a new year, guys. And you know what I always say? New year, new toothbrush. And you know what? Thank you. As you can see, I'm trying to take back Ball Street with my hair. I'm bald with a ponytail. That's right, guys. It's a weird look. I can run any Ferris wheel in the country right now, but the minute I get on, they call the cops. Thank you, guys. What's been happening lately? Okay, sir, you're a scientist. Help me out on this. This is the Inca apocalypse, everyone. Something is going on with the Incans. The Incarians, the Mayans. Mayans, Incans, it really doesn't matter. Can't they just settle it at the chalupe? Anyway, I travel a lot, guys. Yeah, I'm a little bitter. I don't know what to tell you. I want to go see The Girl with the Dragon something, whatever that is, skank. But I'll tell you, if it's as... No, let's get to it. I watch a lot of television, reality TVs. Hoarders, do you watch the show? You do? I can't stop watching it because I can't find my remote under a pile of dead cats. Huh? Some of these write themselves.
Yeah, my wife, she sometimes rages that I'm not so organized. She knows that it has been ages since I bought that bag of fries. Just look at the pile of dishes, the old tissues on that stool. You may think that I am hopeless, but my brain is pretty cool. ADHD, ADHD. I may be a slob, but I'm great at my job. That is just me. They call it a deficiency, but you know what? I do not agree. This could be our real superpower, ADHD. Just think of the human brain as a gigantic mixing board. Normal brains can use these dimmers to ease in and out of chores. A little of this and that, and like that all the chores are gone. My brain doesn't work like that, man. My brain just goes off and on. ADHD, ADHD. Destigmatize it, no one should hide it. Take it from me. It's not a deficiency that's wrong. ADHD, help me write this song. We're good creators, stop being haters. ADHD, ADHD. Yeah, I'm awful with money, but hey, I'm funny. Seriously, I might forget some things today, but please believe me now when I say you can get through it. Here's how you do it. ADHD. My phone's in the fridge, my desk is a mess. Hey, what's in that tree? This test gives me stress. Forget what to get, don't know where to go. But here's how I take control. I get exercise, I go on a walk. I make it a point to let people talk. My wife makes a list, it's here on my wrist. And now I am good to go. ADHD, girl, ADHD. Destigmatize it, don't even hide it. Take it from me. It's just the way my brain was made. But the good parts I never would trade. I'm not complaining, I'm entertaining. ADHD.
Fuck you! Yeah, right. Oh, okay, thanks for the help with the song. Bullshit. It's still going. Hang on. Come here. We're not done yet.
ADHD. ADHD. The lawn needs mowing, but I'll keep going. They changed the game. I need to finish what I sing because of my executive functioning. I'll do the pruning, but first I'm pruning. ADHD. We're different thinkers, we like to tinker. ADHD. It can be harder, but we are smarter. Destigmatize it, no need to hide it. You can get through it, just like I do it. ADHD.
I appreciate a good culture. I appreciate a good accent. You got the right accent, you can get away with a lot of shit. You be in a club and say something foul to a woman in an American accent, she might slap the shit out of you. Like, excuse me, baby, I don't mean to bother you, but you got a fat ass. I love to take you home, fuck the shit out you. Motherfucker. English accent, that just roll off the tongue different. Excuse me, I don't mean to bother you, but I'd really love to take you back to my hotel and fuck you dog yourself a little bit, you know what I mean? Motherfucker, where you from? That shit is... Oh my God. Say something else. Ladies, y'all laughing. Some of the fellas might try that on the way home. Did you have a good time at the comedy show tonight? Did you really? The next light, because you give me a little bit of head, just a little bit. I don't want much, just want you to polish me knob, you know what I mean? I ain't even gonna lie, I'll use that shit to get some pussy. I'll walk up to a woman and say anything. Excuse me, you know what time it is? Oh my God, your accent is beautiful. Where are you from? I just make shit up. McDonald's, England, have you ever heard of it? I live right off of Egg McMuffin Lane, have you ever heard of it? Oh my God, girl, you live off of Egg McMuffin, let's go. I tell you what accent is not sexy is that East Indian accent, that 7-Eleven shit, that turban shit, that dot towel shit. Ladies, trust me, you do not want that on top of you on a Saturday night. I'm going to give it to you. I know you want it, you dirty bitch. I know you want it. I'm going to give you my Pakistani beef, you motherfucker. Say my name, say
I have something to confess. It may get me in a mess. I must get it off my chest. When you know I'm home alone and I still don't pick up my phone, it's because I don't like you. I would rather take a nap than listen to all of your crap. Is this getting through? Give up, loser, go away. I got better things to do with my day. Get it through your head, I don't like you. It's not me, it's you. Please go get a clue. I cannot explain what's wrong with your brain. Go jump off a bridge, I don't like you. If you got the wrong idea, I can make this crystal clear. I don't return your calls, 'cause I don't like you. Sometimes I think, what the heck, next time I'll punch you in the neck. Stay away, I don't like you. Driving me to homicide. Nobody noticed if you died. It's because they don't like you. There is nothing to discuss. I hope you get hit by a bus. Why don't you kiss my ass? I don't like you. It's not me, it's you. Please go get a clue. I cannot explain what's wrong with your brain. Go jump off a bridge. Go die in a ditch. Just piss off, you stupid bitch. I don't like you.
Live from the Raw Talk Studios in Southwest Florida, it's the Charles Richardson Show.
Greetings, all you worthless minions out there. Happy Friday. Happy Friday.
It's Friday, you bastard.
813-699-5353. That's the number to call here on this Friday, the day before Memorial Day. What is up? What is up? What is up? Philip, to my right or to your left, whichever you want to prefer. This is my left hand pointing to the left, so he must be on my left, but I see him on my right. So, you know what? It don't even fucking matter. The other gentleman.
I'm here. I'm here. That's all that matters.
That's right. Doesn't even matter.
How you doing, Chuck?
Up until about 15 minutes ago, I was fine and dandy.
Well, you're wearing a Patriots jersey, so that's enough reason for problems anyway, right?
Yeah, right, exactly. And I think maybe that's what happened. Ever since I put on the Patriot jersey, shit's been going south over here.
Nice.
Yeah. So maybe I need to take a lesson. Maybe she should fuck me into Patriots fans. Screw it.
Well, you are in Florida. Why aren't you sporting, Tampa Bay? I mean.
Well, I don't sport. I mean, I have a shirt and a cap for them. So if I go to a Buck game, I can go ahead and show I'm a loyal fan, which I am actually. I mean, if they're my second team, like if they're not facing New England, I'm rooting for them. I've been a Buck fan since I moved down here. It's like, okay, who's the NFL team down here? Oh, it's the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I'm thinking those freaking weirdos that wear the high pink creamsicle orange jerseys, because that's what they wore back then.
Right.
Oh God, I mean, how many wins have they had in the last 10 years? 10. Oh, great. So they're going to be a real good team to watch. And it's like the stadium's always half empty or even a quarter full. It's like, this is really the team that we have here locally. I mean, who else is down there? Well, the Dolphins down there, but they face the Patriots, so I can't like the Dolphins.
Well, you got Jacksonville.
Well, Jacksonville, they had a team afterwards,
right.
90, 96, 97, something like that. But no, I've always been a Tampa Bay Buck fan, and it's I'll be rooting from them like a cheerleader on the back end. Like I'll watch my Patriot game on the 55, 60-inch screen at the bar and the Buck game on the 32-inch. It's like I'll still root for them, but they're my pride and joy. I was born up in Rhode Island, and I spent my younger years up there. I think until I was like 9 or 10. I've been down here most of my life now, so but my roots are up there, and that's I support them. I support the Patriots, Red Sox, Bruins, Celtics, which by the way they could close things out tonight against the Heat. I'm hoping for that. Get rid of them. Don't have another shitty game, Tatum. Don't do it. Don't tank. Tanking Tatum. That's what I'm going to call him if you blow tonight. Honest to God. Because if we go back to Miami, it's just game over. Forget it. We're not winning in Miami. Even though we've proven we can win in Miami, it's just game 7. We're not winning in Miami. Forget it.
Well, I'll tell you, man. Ever since I left, ever since, because I used to work for the NFL, 2015, 2016. Man, ever since I left the NFL, I haven't been watching them at all.
Why is that? I mean, you just had some inside stuff that's like, man, these people are bad people. I don't support this.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, and now look, I don't want to paint with such a broad brush that I vilify everyone who works for the NFL or in the NFL.
Please. No, nobody's watching this show today. Trust me. Go ahead.
No.
Whatever you're comfortable with.
Always try to make sure that I don't ever paint with a broad brush. But a lot of the people that I did work with, because I work, as a bomb tech, as part of the explosive response. I had an explosive detection K9. So if we found something, we were able to take care of it on site. I was one of 3 people in the entire company who could pull that off.
Right.
Because of my history, but. For me, man, when they started making it a fad to take a knee, now granted they're exercising their constitutional right, and I respect that.
I don't know if I did though. I never did. And was there any being a loyal patriot as you are? And I'm not talking about New England Patriot. I'm talking about just a great American that you are. Do you see any and military for that matter? You see any reason to do that, and do you find that insulting as a military man?
Well, a protest in itself, the idea is to get people talking. So when Colin Kaepernick started taking a knee to to bring awareness to the injustices of the black community. And it was a protest, and it definitely got people talking. So it served its purpose. So that's why I'm saying I respect that right. Although I don't agree with the movement itself. I just, for me, it was morals. I mean, I was making upwards of 80 a year. And it was just way too easy for me to walk away from that job. Because I'm a man of principle, I'm a man of morals. So I didn't really support it. And then I got in a little bit of trouble because, I wasn't welcome back in San Jose, California, after I told Colin Kaepernick to go fuck himself. Really, in the most unprofessional way possible. But you don't touch my dog.
Oh, wait. You gave him 2 fingers instead of just the 1 finger?
Oh, and then I said it too. I told him, the thing is,
verbal and sign language. That's
I wanted to make sure
you can't come back from that.
Yeah, well, I wanted to make sure he picked up every avenue. I wanted him to understand where it came from. And for me, you don't touch my dog, and all he wanted to do was play with my body. And I was like, dude, back up. He's like, come on, man, I'm Colin Kaepernick. I don't give a fuck who you are. Leave my dog alone. He's working.
Yeah.
Oh man, you ain't got to be like that. It's because I'm black, and that was it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Once he played that, man, I didn't give a shit anymore. I didn't care about the job. I didn't care about. Oh no, I didn't carry. I didn't carry any non-lethal. The only thing lethal that I guess it was my old left and my old right. But yeah, it was just at that point where it was just like, there's too much politics in this game that I used to love. I used to love football. I was an avid Cowboys fan, avid Texans fan. Texas football period for me was everything. And then they just took the joy out of it because I wanted to go and watch the sport. I didn't want to go and, I didn't want to see all that bullshit. And then when they started bringing in 2 different national anthems, I'm like, y'all are getting ridiculous, man. We've lost sight on the sport. And so it no longer became fun to me anymore.
So I get that. I mean, I understand the whole dark cloud of the political aspect, and we got to cater to the national anthems, and we got to take a knee on the sidelines and stuff. But see, the thing is like you mentioned, the respect to protest.
Yes.
Whether you agree with listen, I did not agree with it. I did not agree with the 1 knee. I hated it. I didn't listen. You want to protest? Listen, do it off the field. Because right now you're working and you're representing this football league, this company, because this is a business and you're representing. You need to have more. You need to go ahead, take that profile or take that protest somewhere else. Take it outside the stadium.
And I think that's the part where I think a lot of people got lost on it because they're saying, oh, these owners are infringing on the First Amendment right of these athletes. No, they're not. Because you can't go into your business where you work and say and exercise. You're entitled your right to free speech. You're just not entitled to the right of free consequence. There's always going to be a price to pay. Yeah. That is a place of business.
And Kaepernick got the ultimate price. He is not playing anymore. Now, does that mean he's not a wealthy individual? No. Nike went ahead and said, "Yeah, we'll pay you some money. Go sit down."
Well, now he did. I don't know if you saw it, but
I know he's not with Nike anymore because of some other shit that's going on. But he
allegedly he had a phenomenal workout with the Las Vegas Raiders. So there's a possibility that Cap will be coming back this year.
They're not going to sign him
for the Raiders.
The thing is, the Raiders have 4 quarterbacks in their room right now. In the quarterback room right now, there's 4 damn quarterbacks.
Who's their starter right now? The starter quarterback,
David Carr.
All right, so Carr, he just signed. I think I read that he had signed a 4-year, $187 million. There's no way in shit that $187 million is going to go to sitting on the bench.
No, of course not. No. They're not going to bring Cap because Kaepernick has also said, "Man, I'm so desperate. I want to get back into this league that I discriminated, and I want to go ahead and I'll play for peanuts. I'll go ahead and be a backup." Before, I think he wanted 25-30 million a year, and he wanted to start. Well, no. Now it's your drama. Get the fuck out of here. Number one, he wasn't that good to begin with.
See, that's the thing.
He had about a subpar completion percentage, around 55, 60%. And that's kind of low. Usually the good ones, they're hitting 68, 69, 70%.
Hell, even Tony Romo outperformed him, right?
Oh, God, we're not going to go there.
And that's Tony Romo, the most hated quarterback in all time of NFL.
I don't know if he's the most hated. I think Brady's probably the most hated.
No, man. Brady's the Messiah, man. There's nothing that dude can
He is. That's why he's the most hated. Nobody wants to like Brady unless he's playing for your team. I mean, goddamn, the New England Patriot fans don't like him anymore. And he won 6 Super Bowls for us.
Well, it's because he moved to another place. He's working for another team. That's why.
It's called being a traitor. Because Brett Favre was classified as a traitor for the Green Bay Packers, even though he brought them to the Super Bowl twice, won a ring. Yep. But he's a traitor because he went to the Jets. Then he went to the Vikings, which is in the same division. Listen, Brady went to a place where he was surrounded by all-star talent.
Yes.
And he wanted to win another ring, and he wanted to get the fuck away from Belichick.
Yeah.
So he did. And he went to Tampa, which I never thought. I thought he'd go to California because that's where he was born. He was actually wanted to be with the 49ers, but the Niners, they already had Garoppolo. So, they were rumored to have him go with the Chargers. And that was the whole rumor going up until like the last couple of days. And all of a sudden, people are starting to talk Tampa Bay.
Well, and it's the only reason Gronkowski came out of retirement was because he knew Tom Brady could get it done.
Of course. Listen. Number one, it doesn't matter if he can get it done or not. Gronk wanted to come back to team up with Brady. That was it. And that was the reason why Fournette came over. And that was the reason why these other people came over. It's like, oh, Brady's on this team. Super Bowl, cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. Yep. Let's go over to the Bucs. Okay. I'll play for $1 million. I'll play for $1 million peanuts for the year. I don't care. Just sign me to this team so I can get a ring. I need to get a ring before I retire. And that's where the money was. That's where all the talent went. Now, Brady getting that ring. Last year, he ends it almost coming back and beating the eventual Super Bowl champion Rams last year. So losing out and goes ahead and retires. And then Giselle basically makes him put on an apron and does house chores now. It's like, what the fuck am I doing? Let me get back out there with my boys. This sucks.
Isn't he coming back for another year?
Oh, yeah. He came back. He's already announced he's coming back. Yeah. So
I can't remember the last time I watched a snap of football, brother. I really can't.
And this is what I got to say. Listen, I get you. I'm on the same page you are. I don't like the way they went ahead and did it. The NFL got way too deep in politics. Mm-hmm. But man, the game itself, when they snap that football, there's no kneeling unless they're trying to run the clock out and they already won the game. That's the only kneeling that's going on. It's still a game, man. I'm putting the blinders on. Am I going to go ahead and support the NFL and buy a whole bunch of season tickets and everything like that and splurge money all the time on jerseys? No, I'm going to get my 1 or 2 jerseys I normally get, and that's it. Yeah, I'm not going to support them any more than that. That's it.
It got me, man, because if you remember back when they started the whole protesting, man, you saw people come out of the woodwork. They're burning their shit, their NFL, their jerseys, their hats. And I'm like, why? Why are y'all doing? Guys, you're not making any kind of statement because that's money you've already given. Mm-hmm. You've already given to the NFL. What kind of, I don't know, man. It's a lot of virtue signaling.
It's showing the NFL, I'm not going to be a fan anymore. Okay, how much is that jersey you just burned? $150?
Yeah.
Whatever.
They've already got your money. They don't need you to buy another one.
They don't. Well, I mean, obviously, if they want repeat business, because there's always going to be a new jersey that's going to come out. There's always going to be a new player that's going to come out that you got to get his jersey. You got to get the merchandise. You got to get the throwback uniform. And then there's always going to be a repeat customer. So in a sense, the NFL took the hit like that because they did lose a lot of fans because of this, and that those fans could have been repeat customers.
Yep.
So
this last year they also if I'm not mistaken, they didn't do it every game. Again, I don't watch the NFL anymore, but
they did that year.
The two national anthems.
Oh no, they did that I think at the Super Bowl, and that's it.
Okay, well I thought I'd read somewhere where they did it like for the first game of the season. I didn't know if they did it for all the games or not.
Right. You could be right. I think I think you might be right. I think they may have done it for other games, but it wasn't, and I don't think they do it anymore. It was just to appease the BLM.
Yeah, no, Black Lives
Here's
Matter,
the thing.
man.
I kind of I do support that movement. I do believe that the African American society is mistreated. There is still a lot of race, and the thing is, there's always going to be racism. There always.
Charles, let me ask you something on that. Since you brought it, how many true racists? Because I think we're about the same age. How many true racist, white supremacists have you met in your life?
I don't know, because I may have met people, but not actually gotten to know them.
Mhm.
But the people that I know, no, I haven't met any of them.
And that's the thing. So is it really rampant, right?
I also haven't really met many people, to be honest with you. I mean, my circle of trust here, if you want to go like, to the meet the Fockers and everything, my circle of trust is very small, you know, and if I do meet people, cool, it's like a handshake and we're hanging out. Like me and my son go bowling with his kids bowl free on the summer. The next people over in the next lane, they got their kids bowling and everything. And my son's African American, so
Right.
they see both of us going on. He's got the traditional mohawk thing, the fro with the mohawk, and it's like,
Nice.
He's rocking that shit. He really is. So we go to bowling, and we're always like next to another either a couple or a family that's doing the same thing, and it's like he's interacting with them, I'm interacting with them. It's like, what's going on, man? That was a nice strike you had, but that's about as far as it goes.
Yeah.
I'm not like saying, hey, give me your email address, let's hook up later on. We'll do this again. We'll have a play date. No, it's just it doesn't matriculate from there. So maybe I have met some white supremacists that are, kind of keeping low about it, which, listen, I don't think.
Nah, if they're true white supremacists, they're not going to keep it on the DL. They want you to know their stance.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. If that's the case, they wouldn't have approached me because of my son. Why would you go ahead and approach me? Because if what you're saying is true, and they're going to go ahead and be very open about it, well, they're not going to want to associate with me. I have a black son.
No, what they would have done was be like, what, you can't have a white kid? That's what they would have done.
Oh, okay. So I haven't met anybody like that.
Yeah,
no.
true bigoted bastards be like, what, you couldn't get a white kid? What?
No, but if they see the size of me, it's like, well, listen, I'll turn you whiter than you are right now. How about that? I think you see me from up here. I mean, I'm a big guy. I'm like 6'4", 320. So it's like you come across me, it's like, you're gonna say that shit to me? I'll make sure I turn your head into the bowling ball. I'll just throw it out down the lane.
Yeah, I'm 6'5", 310, so I'm with you, man. Or as I tell everyone, I'm 5'17". But we'll
go with that.
I think this whole narrative that because you kind of alluded to it, that that there's that racism is it's that there's black people being held down. Man, look, man, I can't support that narrative at all, and the reason why is because there's nothing in 2022 that anybody of any color other than white can't do that I can't do, right? I mean, now, are we where we want to be? Absolutely not, because there's always going to be racists. There's always going to be bigots. And if we were all the same color, fuckers would hate your size, right? Bigoted people are always going to exist. But to make the argument that, a certain group is being any marginalized group, and it's not just one color. I'm talking about any marginalized group that says, well, I'm marginalized because I can't have X, Y, or Z. I think it's a farce, personally, because I mean, anybody, they're looking for reasons instead of results. They're looking for reasons why they're not where they are, and it's got to be because of whatever category they put themselves in. And I think that's really sad. That tells you the work ethic of people.
Well, let's take a look at a couple of things here, and I'll use the NFL as a main kind of a nucleus here.
Okay.
So there's been a outcry for black coaches, and there has been very, very, very limited head coaches that have applied, or I should say have been interviewed, not applied, but have been interviewed, that are of color.
Mm-hmm.
One coach was fired by the Miami Dolphins, even though I hate the fucking Dolphins, but I should respect this guy because he was a former Patriot, and he, from what he did with that team, with the injuries that he had, did pretty damn good. He almost had a winning season. They fired him. Why?
Well, because almost, that word almost, man, you can't be
It
almost
was
pregnant.
his first year.
Some owners, and so are you suggesting that this coach was fired because he was a black coach?
I suggest that there had been maybe something to do with it. The reason why I'm saying it is because there was no reports of any incidents in the locker room. The locker room actually had his back.
Mhm.
And like I said, with all the injuries, he had a decent season for what it was worth. It was his first year going in there. Most coaches, even if you suck the first or second year and you know
They'll
the
give you a couple.
circumstance, they'll give you a third year.
Yeah.
Why? Why chop at the bit? Because it looks like the team was improving. The team was going on the up and up, but you cut the coach.
Yeah.
And he's black. I mean, that just screams red flags. And on top of that, John Gruden, we heard that case going on. Flores ultimately sued the NFL and actually was successful. The nasty ass emails coming out of the Washington football team with racism and all that stuff, and that's just part of the story. It's deep, man. And again, this is just the NFL, but corporate America, man, I'm not going to be surprised if that is, I don't want to say the norm, and I hate to use the word the norm, but maybe it's the norm. I see a lot of corporations, though, finally starting to mix in the color at the executive levels, which that's good. But man, there's and again, I'm white, you're white. There's still a lot of companies that are a lot white and very, very few black. And that I think, I'm sorry, there's smart black people out there. There's smart African Americans. There's smart Asian. They're smart of any race. They deserve these spots just as much as we do.
Look, man, I agree 1000%. But I think that, because we look at these situations, we're looking at everything through a political lens. So when this coach that you're talking about, I don't know the whole story about it. I'm just going off of what you're telling me.
Mm-hmm.
So this coach here, I mean, there's 1,000 reasons why the owner probably pulled the plug. And could it be because of his skin tone? Maybe, maybe not. But I think at the end of the day, the only color that matters to these corporations is green. But I also think the other side of it is, and we're seeing a really, especially in this administration's political spectrum, we're putting people in positions based off of their marginalized status, not their qualifications, their marginalized status. Case in point.
And by the way, my apologies. I gotta pull myself back. He was with the Dolphins for 3 years. 5-11 his first year, 10-6 the second year, 9-8. He had winning seasons the last two.
Okay.
So
I mean, again, I'm not going to try to speak.
I had to correct myself on that.
No, I appreciate that because again, I don't know anything about it, and I'm glad you did. But there's always going to be some personality conflict, right? I mean, even with winning seasons, the last two winning seasons, there's three sides to every story: the coach's side, the owner's side, and what really happened. And that's the problem. We try to take sides based off of marginalized status. But when we're putting people in because we're so goddamn desperate to have the first, right? Everybody's trying to, the first, like the current press secretary, I can't remember her damn name, but she's the first LGBTQ black female to serve as press secretary. Well, okay, I don't really give a shit what color she is or what her sexual orientation is or any of that. But, are they qualified? And so far as, she didn't have a good run right out of the chute in her first presser. And I feel like that she's going to trip up a little bit more. But I think that anytime we're seeing a challenge like that, we automatically go to, well, it's because they're black or it's because they're gay. It's because, what is it? It's just because there's not it's not working, personalities, because personalities always come into play, regardless of race and sexuality and religious background or political party. It's always personality and people.
Yeah, of course.
And so I think when we're trying to put so much status or so much weight and damn it, we're trying to put so much stock into the race or the sexual orientation, things like that, instead of just looking at the performance itself. I mean, there could have, for that coach specifically, there could have been some personality conflict between the owner and the coach. Nobody knows that. The locker room says, hey, yeah, we're great, but the coach or the owner and the coach probably just, there is that possibility. Now, is there a possibility that they got rid of him because he's black guy? I don't know, because they wouldn't have hired him in the first place because of his skin tone if they had a problem with it, and they wouldn't have kept him around for 3 more years, or 2 more years after that because of his skin tone if they had a problem with it. So there's always more to the story, and I think it's irresponsible for political commentators to come out there and say, well, this is why, when you don't fucking know. And I think it's irresponsible that we do that.
And I get it. Listen, there could have been some inside factors. I mean, right here, news article, right? I mean, the summarization. Dolphins were the first team in the NFL to lose during the last season he coached, which was last year. To lose the first 7 games, then win the next 7 games in a row. He finished his tenure 24-25, a losing record, but he had 1 winning records the last 2 seasons that he coached, which is the first time it happened since the 2002-2003 season, almost 20 years ago.
Wow.
Now, the Dolphins, on January 10th of 2022, the Dolphins announced they were firing Brian Flores, is the coach that we're talking about, after 3 seasons, and a surprise move, despite Flores having 2 years left on his contract. He had no postseason berths, which is understandable. Nonetheless, everything he was considered to have overachieved given the lack of quality players on the roster. Now, his unemployment didn't last very long. He did pick up the job with the Pittsburgh Steelers as a senior defensive assistant and linebackers coach under Mike Tomlin. But the thing is he's a head coach caliber. He should have another shot, which I think he probably will. Now, here's the thing. Mike Tomlin is also of color, along with Brian Flores as the defensive of color. So you have an African-American coaching staff there in Pittsburgh. He did also go ahead and file a class action lawsuit on February 1st. The lawsuit against the NFL, New York Giants, Denver Broncos, and Dolphins organizations alleging racial discrimination. The suit claims that text messages that he received from the New England Patriots head coach Bill Belichick, as well as media reports, show the Giants were going to go ahead and hire a head coach before interviewing any minority candidates. The Giants, who scheduled to interview Flores for January 27th, had allegedly already decided to hire a head coach on the 23rd. So it's like, what the fuck are you going to interview? What, just to go ahead and use your numbers? Flores also accused John Elway and the Broncos management of conducting another sham head coach interview with him in 2019. So it's like what the NFL is trying to do is, hey, we got to go ahead and we got to interview these coaches. I don't care if you hire them or not. We just got to show you interviewed them. And it's like, well, we already decided on a head coach, but we're going to interview anyway, just so we can go ahead and keep those numbers. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, it makes it look that much worse. And on top of that, his lawsuit has gained traction. A couple months ago, Arizona Cardinals head coach Steve Wilks and longtime NFL assistant Ray Horton also joined lawsuit against the league. He's seeking damages, injunctive relief in the form of charges for hiring, retention, termination, and pay transparency practices for coaching and executive positions in the NFL. I mean, this has come out and opened a huge, ugly closet that the NFL has closed in. So you want to go ahead and talk about how ugly it is when somebody kneels down for the national anthem? This is worse. This is way worse. But when the time comes, when they go ahead and kick off that football, I can't go ahead and say I'm not going to watch. Yeah. I'm going to still watch. But yeah, I really hope to God Flores and every minority that's on that lawsuit kicks the shit out of NFL corporate.
And again, because I'm a statistics kind of guy, and you talk about, I believe there should be a fair representation of races in all aspects of our life. So case in point, we're talking about black coaches for this conversation. So as I understand it, last statistics I saw said the African American population made up about 13% of the American population. Well, 13% of that 32 teams of the NFL is roughly around 4. So yeah. I mean, as far as representation on the big scale, all you need is 4 NFL teams to have black coaches. And last, I think I saw where they have currently 3 right now, black NFL coaches, head coaches. So, I mean, are they represented? Sure. But, and I think that's kind of the thing that we also should look at, I mean, now look, that I don't believe that's a metric that we should be, well, hey, our quota is only 4 guys. Let's just get 4. No, I mean, It should always boil down to who's better qualified for the job. So
I agree. I absolutely agree. But here's the thing. It's like there are head coaches or there are potential candidates that are that good. There are people that have been renowned for their mind, their football knowledge, their football IQ, that are working in offensive, defensive positional coaching jobs that have been turned down numerous times. Now, I will go back and play devil's advocate. Is it their attitude? Is it how they mesh with the team? I mean, there's some things that do come about, but when you go ahead and not hire one black coach after another black coach after another black coach, I mean, it starts to get a pattern to like, is it really performance and personality traits that we're talking about? Or are we talking about people that are a little bit racist that are up in the owners' boxes?
Again, racism always going to happen.
How many black owners do you know in the NFL?
I'm sorry?
How many black owners do you know in the NFL?
I don't think there's any. Are there?
No, there's not. And the executive positions, few and far between.
Well, I mean, so which I guess kind of brings the point, how many people or how many members of a marginalized community, regardless of color, but how many individuals of the marginalized community are represented, in the coaching staff, right? I mean,
that's numbers actually to take a look at. What they're looking. I mean, you can go ahead and go down the list: offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator, special teams coordinator, trainer. It's like, I mean, you could have African Americans just flooding all of those positions.
Yeah, but how many of these marginalized groups have a desire to be an owner? Because you can't make somebody sell their team.
Yeah, I mean, that's one of those things that you have to like hope and pray somebody dies and take over their team, or they want to sell it, or something. You're right. That is something that's kind of like inherently given to by family, and it's just unless you get really really screwed over. I mean, it's what it is. Danielle actually go ahead and post in here. Actually, Danielle is actually part of the Just for Fun family and listening from there. He's making accusations. You're assuming that they're true. Okay, so the accusations that have come through have been reported true in a form of text messaging. He's been notified of by way of text messaging that they had already made a decision to go ahead with a head coach before hiring or before interviewing anybody else. 2 examples have already been proven. One with the Giants, one with the Broncos. They had already made a coaching decision 4 days before he interviewed with them. Same thing with the Broncos. There was somebody else that interviewed with the Broncos, already made a coaching decision 2 days before they interviewed with him by text messages. That's the evidence that they're proven, and it's held up. So Danielle, I'm just reading what the lawsuit, the class action lawsuit has to say. That's evidence that has been backed up.
And the cool part about the criminal justice system is it's not always perfect, but everybody has their day in court. And if this stuff is substantiated that this look, man, I don't give a shit what anybody says, what color they are, what group they put themselves in.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody, I don't give a shit who you are. Everybody has moments of racism in their spirit. They always do, man. And it usually happens in either in traffic. That's usually where a lot of your hate comes out.
Yeah.
Or it happens in moments of conflict, where people are they're throwing the verbal daggers, trying to cut deeper, or they're just amongst their own inner circle and having their own little time. So I mean, look, man, this is not to say that yes, this may have happened via text message or email or whatever. I don't think it's indicative of the entire organization, and to demonize an entire organization because of one actor. I don't know. I think it's irresponsible because we are emotional creatures. We act with emotion and we respond with emotion instead of intellect. I think we should slow down a little bit sometimes.
One final thing about the lawsuit before we get off this subject, because I do want to have some fun here tonight, even though we're starting off on a serious subject.
No, this is fun for me.
the lawsuit does allegedly say that during Brian Flores' tenure with the Dolphins, team owner Stephen Ross pressured him to tank tank some games, offering him $100K for each game he lost in order for the Dolphins to get a better draft pick for the following season. And this is the lawsuit. Now, this part I find fishy too. I find fishy on this part because, again, there's no proof of this.
Right.
And to tamper with a quarterback before free agency. Flores alleged that he was fired by Ross in retaliation for his refusals to tank, in the process receiving 2 consecutive winning seasons, and to tamper. The Palm Beach Coast reported that the quarterback was Tom Brady. The lawsuit seeks damages and injunctive relief in the form of et cetera, et cetera. So, so there's not only the whole, well, I'm not getting interviewed fairly, and then there's the whole, well, this person wanted me to tank, and I'm just not going to do it. I'm not going to go ahead and take my first head coaching position ever and tank.
Yeah, right.
That's not going to be the way it works. I mean, come on.
Hey man, it's not what you know, it's what you can prove. And hopefully if this coach is if what he's saying is true, hopefully it will come out and he will be vindicated. I hope that right wins in this one.
He's got a lot of supporters. I will tell you this. He's got a lot of supporters in
the
NFL to back that up. And a lot of people are rooting for him. I'm just going to let you know that. All right. Let's go ahead and get to some fun stuff here because it is Memorial Day weekend. 3-day weekend for most people. Monday's a day off. And, of course, if you're working at a bank, well, you're just SOL. You're just going to have to go ahead and wait until Tuesday, aren't you? So most of us have the day off. If you're working, then you're probably making time and a half. So I'm not feeling sorry for you. You go right ahead and make your time and a half. But Memorial Day does bring one thing, and of course we remember what Memorial Day stands for, which it's I actually had to look that up, to be honest with you. That's how ignorant I was.
Well, but you're not ignorant anymore, and that's the good news.
Well, I still go ahead and it's something that I didn't know for a while. It's a day which those people who've died in active military are remembered. Traditionally observed on May 30th, but now officially observed as the last Monday in May. So we do remember those times, and I know, Philip, it's probably especially more closer to your heart because you served. And what does this truly mean to you when this day passes? How do you go ahead and celebrate the passing of so many fallen soldiers?
Man, I tell you, whoa. I wasn't prepared for this question.
See, the interviews just keep coming along.
Hey, that's all right. Hey, you know what? I'm always going to roll the punches. So for me, this tattoo right here, it says sacrifice, and I have a bullet hole for each brother that I lost downrange. And so for me, Memorial Day is the moment where, I really do. I seriously think of my friends almost every day. I'd be a liar if I said every single day, but I spend a lot of time thinking about my friends, thinking about their families, who they left behind. So for me, Memorial Day is kind of my way of, this Monday, Memorial Day, I'm actually the keynote speaker for the largest Memorial Day service in Houston at the National Cemetery. And the biggest message that I'm going to push is, Memorial Day is a day that, that we take a moment to say thank you. Thank you for your service, thank you for giving your life for our freedom, and that's kind of the whole gist of it. They say all gave some gave all. I believe that all gave all. We all gave all. We just, some paid for it up front, and some of us, like me, are paying it in installments. We just go through it, for the rest of our lives. So Memorial Day is just a day to really take a moment and think about all of our loved ones, all of our brothers and sisters who died for our freedom. I have a deal up here from Ronald Reagan. Says freedom is never more than one generation away from extinction. We didn't pass it on to our children in the bloodstream. It must be fought for, protected, and handed to them handed on for them to do the same. So that's kind of, for me, that's what Memorial Day is these people were willing to die for something that was bigger than them, and we should honor them.
So right here, Houston's National Cemetery. Am I?
Yes,
okay.
sir.
I think I'm echoing, but I'll try to be quick. So Houston's National Cemetery hosts a Memorial Day ceremony May 30th, and look who it is.
Man,
Keynote speaker Philip Blackman, not Philip D. Blackman. So is there another Philip Blackman there?
Nah.
Radio host of the Philip Blackman Show, May 30th, 2022, 9 a.m. Local time, I assume. That's probably going to be 10 a.m. our time. Right there. If you're in the area, if you're there, it's 10410 Veterans Memorial Drive in Houston, 77038. Dude, man, talk to us about can you give us kind of like a preview? I mean, obviously not the whole thing.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. So in essence, I'm going to welcome everyone. And before, if no one's gotten to it by the time I get there, the very first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to request a moment of silence. 60 seconds for what happened Tuesday here in Uvalde. But then I'm going to move into the kind of the idea of what Memorial Day is and why we take this moment as a day of remembrance to remember all the men and women who gave their life in the service of their country, something bigger than themselves. Because at the end of the day, there's no love greater than one where a person is willing to give their life in the service of others. And so many members of the military have done exactly that. And this is what this day is for. Look, enjoy the barbecue, enjoy the day off. And I'm not saying take the whole day to sit around and with a Kleenex wiping your tears. Now I probably will, to be honest with you, because Memorial Day it's always so hard for me because I do have a great deal of survivor's guilt, because I think that better men than me, especially in the wars that I was in, better men than me died. These were men and women who had families at the time when I was deployed. I didn't have a family. These are people who left behind so much more than me at the time. So, I mean, there's always that survivor's guilt, but Memorial Day is a day that we need to honor, take a moment, just a brief moment, if anything, and just kind of say thank you. Thank you for paving the way, for guys, for warfighters that are going to come after you.
Yeah, absolutely. Just checking the weather out there. It's going to be beautiful, 89 degrees, partly cloudy. Go out and enjoy it. It's going to be an outdoor event right there. And they do say here, please, let's follow the CDC guidelines in regards to the COVID-19.
Well, we're expecting between 3,000 and 4,000 people in attendance. Representative Sheila Jackson Lee, Dan Crenshaw.
Remember, stay 6 feet apart.
Huh?
Remember, stay 6 feet apart.
No, actually, they're not going to keep us 6 feet apart on that stage. Ted Cruz, I don't know who else is supposed to be there, but we're supposed to have a lot of military and politicians there for this event. And man, hopefully it's going to be a great service. I believe it's going to be a great service, and I just hope that I can do justice to all the headstones that are there. Hopefully, I can honor them appropriately and properly. That's where my butterflies are coming in. I just want to make sure I do it right.
Now, seating is limited. If you do go, make sure you go ahead and come early. We suggest you bring in the lawn chairs or blankets. Bottled water is going to be provided. Guests that are visiting grave sites only and not attending the ceremony are encouraged to visit after 2 p.m. to avoid traffic and congestion. It's going to be a big celebration.
It's going to be bad. It's going to be. As a matter of fact, we're actually going to be there. The organizer called me yesterday. It's like, hey, what time are you going to be here? I said, well, if it starts at 9, I'll probably be there at 8. He said, no. He said, be here at 7.
Yeah.
Do you understand it's a 2-hour drive? He's like, yeah, but if you want to park, So
yeah,
I mean,
there is limited on-site parking, so you need to get your way there. Go ahead.
There's people that are going to be walking. Some parking is going to be 1 to 2 miles away for some people.
Pretend it's a Black Friday event there at the Best Buy and just camp overnight. I'm just saying, just do that.
We'll be there. We'll be there about 7 o'clock.
You're going to be there you're going to be there with a grave site, so bring some ectometers and everything like that, just to see if there's any ghosts or goblins that are coming out at night. Who knows? But just camp out.
Right. Yeah, it ought to be a great event. I'm excited. Like I said,
nervous, man? Are you nervous about heading up there and headlining this?
Not at all. The only nerves that I have, Charles, is like I said, is just making sure that I do it right and I do it that if anybody that is buried out there, if they were able to reanimate at some point, I would want to know that they would be able to come up to me and be like, "Hey, you did us proud." That's all I want. I just want to do these warriors proud.
Okay, yeah,
that's the only butterfly I got.
Only
it's butterfly. It's a big one.
Dig them.
But we are going to record it. We're going to record it. We're going to take a lot of pictures, and I'll probably have it on my show that Monday night, because when I drive back to Houston, I still got a show to write for Mental Health Monday. So hopefully
you're going to be busy.
It's going to be remarkable. I'm excited though.
Well, I can't say that I have the same work ethic as you. Unfortunately, I'm taking Monday off. I'm just going to go ahead and say, nah, no show today. I'm going to go ahead and save my energy for my first day of training on Tuesday. So,
man, hey, I don't have an off switch. I'm always grinding. I'm always trying to do something. I'm always busy, man. Like I said, I work more now retired than I ever did when I was working.
That's why, man, you're the man. You're the man.
Well, I don't know about that, but I do appreciate the compliment.
Not a problem. Not a problem. All right, let's go ahead and let's go to our next, because I got a couple of things here. So, no, not that one. This one. All right. So here is a test for all you people. Now, Memorial Day, you mentioned, hey, enjoy your food. Well, we're going to enjoy more than that. So you have a burger, single patty, probably a quarter pound, maybe even a third pound. That looks kind of thick. I'm thinking third pound.
Right.
You can add 4 toppings to this burger. What are you adding? And I encourage people that are watching in the chat and on Facebook, or if you're actually on the audio, listening to us on one of our many great affiliates, call us in, give us some answers here. You have 4 toppings that you need to add to this burger. You must do 4. So think of which 4 you can do, and no, you cannot do double of anything. Not double pickles or double onions. No, not double cheese. No, it's 4 toppings. Kind of want to know where y'all at on a burger. What would you top your burger with?
Well, so you're from the Northeast, where y'all do shit way different than us down here in the South. So what would you put on? What are your 4?
So I'm doing cheese. I'm doing pickle. I'm doing ketchup. And I'm either doing mustard or mayo.
Well, now I don't think mustard, mayonnaise, and ketchup. I don't think those. I don't know. Do those really count as toppings?
They're toppings, yeah.
Okay. Well, it's going to be pepper jack cheese, jalapeno cheese, pepper jack cheese. It's going to be pepper jack cheese, jalapeno peppers, bacon, and maybe some lettuce.
Lettuce and bacon. Okay. So you're talking about salad toppings. You're not talking about condiments. All right.
That's me. That's what I'm going to put on top of that patty. But
I got you. All right, let's do
a little barbecue sauce instead of ketchup or mustard or mayonnaise. Barbecue sauce.
Yeah, but those are my go-to. Like usually it'll just be either I'll do provolone. Here's one thing too. I love pizza burgers. I'll go ahead and
never had one.
I'll take a big slice of mozzarella. I'll go ahead and melt it over the pizza sauce that I put on the burger. I grill the burger, and when it's almost done, I put the pizza sauce on so the pizza sauce can get heated up a little bit, and then I put the layer. I put a layer of cheese on it. That's it. I mean, sometimes I'll put the pepperoni on top of it, just to go ahead and get the full pizza experience.
Right.
Slap on the other side of the burger meat, man, or the burger bun, and I'm done.
I'll tell you what, if you ever come this way, if you ever drive west and you swing by the Blackman's house, I'd make you a burger, and it's actually all of my, like when I make them homemade, man, I stuff them with cream cheese, shredded cheese, jalapenos, bacon.
Wait. So you're talking about actually a stuffed burger?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I know those things. Those burgers. Those burgers are the shit. But the problem is, I can't keep them thin enough to cook evenly the whole time. I usually char them on each side.
All right. Well, here's the trick.
Problem.
Well, here's the trick. So take your hamburger patty, right? And, or take your ball of meat and, set it down on your countertop and take a beer bottle or a Coke can, whatever.
Oh, make an indentation.
Make your hole. And then, your cream cheese, your stuffing, your cheese mix, put it in the freezer for about 45 minutes, right?
Okay.
And the reason why you're freezing that ball, so you don't have to worry about it leaking all over. By the time your hamburger's cooked, your cream cheese is going to be already thawed out. So freeze that little ball, and then so when you put that about the size of a golf ball, when you put that cheese in there, then you take your hamburger meat and you just kind of fold it over on top of it. Get all the creases out of it. And then that some bitch is going to be about 1.5 inches thick.
Yeah.
And then so when you cook it on
huge.
slow and low, right? That's the trick. Do it slow and low.
Okay.
A low temperature, and then so by the time your hamburger patty does what it's supposed to do, you're not going to char your burger, and your cheese is still going to be a part of your hamburger. So everything's going to kind of cook at the same time.
But the thing is, I don't do a lot of blowjobs. How am I going to get my mouth to open that big?
Man, just push it down, dog. I don't give a single goddamn blowjob, but like I said, you just take it and kind of like how they do with the croissants at Burger King. I already said if I ever go back to work, I want to be the guy who works at Burger King who stomps on all the croissants before they put them in your bag.
Don't they have somebody already doing that? Because that's how it comes anyway.
That's the job that I want, though. So if they're ever looking for an opening, that's the one I want. I can do that.
They're always hiring, man. They're always hiring. I'm sure that's probably the.
And I won't even charge them $15 an hour.
You'd probably take it though if they offered it.
Oh yeah, of course.
Your wife went ahead and said his burgers are the reason my ass is so big.
Hey man,
that's what she said.
Hey, well, I'm not going to confirm or deny. I'm not. I've been married long enough to know.
So how often do you guys have burgers at home?
Oh Jesus, not very often. I mean, usually, I don't know, maybe once every couple months when I, that I'll do a homemade that I'll do the stuffed burgers like this. It's been a while, so we're about due.
Okay, so it's so Monday after you get done with the speech and everything. I mean, are you planning on sticking around there for like for the most of the day, or are you coming?
No, man, I'm off like a prom dress. I got to get my ass back to East Texas and
that's right, 2-hour drive. Yeah,
and then do this. Do my show.
So what's your plans for the weekend? Do you have anything planned? Like any get-togethers, any cookouts, like people are doing, or?
Yeah, but the only plans I got is cutting my hair, cutting my grass. That's what I do every weekend. Just lawn maintenance, things like that. Enjoying and of course spending time with my best friend in the world, my North Star. Right? I mean, to me, that's more important to me. Spending time with my wife is more important to me than spending time with anybody else. I mean, she's the best company I keep.
Oh, I hear you. I mean, yeah. I mean, listen, if you're going to go for an outing or anywhere, I'm sure she'd probably be joining you.
Oh, absolutely.
Yes, there's a problem.
Man, hey, I'm going to tell you something. It's very rare that you will see me without my wife. Very rare. We do everything together.
She'd probably get you on a lock and key.
Hey, I'm going to tell you something, man. We enjoy each other's company. We are truly, we are in love with each other and we enjoy our time together. And
sorry, Phil.
She's my favorite person, and I'm her favorite person.
Blink once if you're in trouble. Blink twice if you're okay.
I ain't blinking at all.
All right, so there's some issues going on there.
My camera's frozen, right?
Yeah. All right, let's see here. I actually had this one sent to me, and this one was apparently it's supposed to be a song. Let's hear it.
When the clock strikes 6:30, bed, time to head for a golden light. Hey, it's a good time for the great taste dinner at McDonald's. It's Mac tonight. Come on, making that tonight.
That reminds me of Eddie Murphy, man, off was it Raw or Delirious? I got McDonald's. That's what that reminded me of.
Oh my God.
I love that. Hey, that's a man having fun.
I agree. That is somebody that's having fun, having a good time, and that
yeah, but I guarantee you there's gonna be haters somewhere like, oh, you can't sing. People are going to trouble. Hey, if that dude is watching, if he by chance catches it, good on you, sir. That's how you do it. Have fun. Fuck what everybody else got to say.
Coming back, we're going to talk more food. We got 70 of the best Memorial Day recipes. We're going to go ahead and cherry pick on them, see what we can go ahead and come up with. and maybe do some trivia here if we even have time. So we're already motoring along. We're already past the top of the hour. We're going to go ahead and take a break. Don't go anywhere. We're going to come right back with more of the show. Stay tuned.
Stay where you are. The Charles Richardson Show will return after this.
See the cliffs out to the west and catch the beauty of the setting sun. That ocean breeze gives me release. I feast my eyes out to the east and watch the sunrise over everyone. Now the day goes by where I don't think about your beauty like a show in my heart. I love you now and forever, truly. Down through the caves along the beach, the rising water hits your feet, and then you're taking all the beauty you see. Up on the land, there are no plans, no stress or problems on your hands, and for the first time, yeah, you're finally free. Now the day goes by where I don't think about you. I was never good at goodbyes, and I know I'll be seeing you soon. Now the day goes by where I don't think about your beauty like a show in my heart. I love you now and forever. Not a day goes by where I don't think about you. Take me back to the beautiful place where I fell in love and dreams to come true. Not a day goes by where I don't think about you. And like I'll be seeing you. I'm still reeling from this fight, but won't back down. Can't help feeling. Come tonight, this all comes down. Hang on and I will reach inside and I will take you. Hang on and I will make you all that I've become. I can't make you feel inside, it's come undone. I can't take you from this life if you won't come. Just hang on and I will reach inside and I will take you. for it's gone. Out beyond the darkness lies all I've become. All I've become. I'm a liar. 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 Hey, on and I will reach inside and I will take you. Now I'll make you all that I've become. I'm a liar. I'm a liar. I'm a liar. I'm a liar.
As a little kid, I used to have crazy dreams because, well, do you remember that? You remember Nestle's Quick? You know, the powder, you put it in your milk and you'd stir it for like 30 minutes. And no matter how hard you there was still chunks of powdery magma that would float up and explode in your eye while you're trying to drink. Take a sip. Oh, goddamn, sand missile just blew up in my eye. The movie Dune is in my chocolatey drink. I don't like when the movie Dune is in my drink. Crazy. When I was like 5 or 6 years old, I took the powder and I snorted it. Because I heard about speed, so I thought speed, quick, maybe there's some kind of connection. So then I would have fucked up dreams because, I was all hopped up on the queue, as we call it on the streets. I'd just be on my big wheel all strung out. What am I doing with my fucking life here, man? Yeah, I'll play kickball tomorrow. I can't kick the ball today. I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling the kickball vibe. I'll tell you what dream used to scare me when I was a little kid. Used to actually totally give me nightmares. Remember those Kool-Aid commercials? Where that big talking bowl of punch, he would come crashing through your fucking wall in your living room. You wouldn't even know he's oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Right? And the little kids were all excited. Yes, yes. And then they would drink out of him after debris fell in his open, dumb head. He would pour himself. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Him and his crazy tights. I don't like that. I don't like when Juice wears tights. It's a horrible combination, a bowl of Juice wearing tights. Fuck drinking out of him. If that was me, I'd be like, no, you fix that wall before my dad gets home from work. He's gonna beat me with a belt. He's not gonna believe a talking bowl of fruit punch came in here. You stupid idiot. Yeah, coming through the wall is real fucking cool. Using the front door is cool. Don't touch me, you drink. Don't touch me, you giant beverage. You are sweating or condensating. I will kick you in the tights and you will go down your very top heavy. You glass bitch. You glass bastard. Oh yeah. Oh no. Naughty, naughty Kool-Aid. Oh yeah. No. Oh yeah.
We're back to the best show you have never heard of. That's the Charles Richardson Show.
I'm so disgusted with myself. I'll probably never leave this hell.
Welcome back to the show, everybody. 813-699-5353, Hulk Holding and Contracting. Let's go ahead and talk about David and Karen and the boys over there at Hulk Holding and Contracting. They're the team to go ahead and handle all your home improvements, lawn maintenance, car repairs, and much, much more. If you're in the Southwest Florida area or around somewhere, go ahead and give them a call, 941-204-1264. I mean, David even works, I think he's all the way up there in Michigan right now, freezing his ass off. Well, maybe not freezing his ass off, but very lonely right now. But give them a call. So they're all over the place. If you need a haul or anything like that, call them, give them a quote, or have them give you a quote. How about that? Let's do that. Maybe the other way. 941-204-1264 is the best way to get a hold of them. And they'll go ahead and give you an honest-to-God quote. Tough work, hard work, but fair pricing That call calling and contract at 941-204-1264. Yeah. All right. Did I already say the number? I think I did. 813.
You did.
95353 for the show. Yeah. I mean, listen. I love the guys that listen. But it's like, Pack on the Blue Spot and this other stuff here, Easy Beat. I mean, listen, I appreciate you guys listening and all, man, but you guys just keep changing your damn name, man. I don't know. It's hard
to keep up.
It's kind of hard to plug you when you're going by like 50 other goddamn names. Just saying. I mean, listen, we respect that you guys listen. Thank you very much. We appreciate it. And by the way, that was Isaac Banks that went ahead and tore it up there, bringing Mac tonight. So Isaac, thank you very much for the content, man. We appreciate it. We really do. We say that we love you. Well, okay, maybe I'm not sure about that, but anyway.
Right. Over here we say hoo, right?
Oh, yeah, there you go. 3-day weekend coming up, everybody. Listen, everybody wants to eat. Everybody wants to have a good time. Everybody wants to go ahead and get to the beach, maybe get on the boat, have a couple of sips of drinks, something a lot stronger than this water. Philip is just looking to go ahead and be a keynote speaker and maybe bypass that.
Right. We all have an alias or 7.
Thank you, Mrs. Blackman. We appreciate it. Alias is 7. I think I only go by one other one. It was my DJ name when I was doing mobile DJing at the time. It was DJ Chaz. And
DJ Chaz.
Yeah. I mean, it kept it simple.
Well, why'd you change it? Why are you still not going by DJ Chaz here?
Well, number one, I'm not a DJ anymore. See, a DJ will go ahead. You got a bunch of turntables or some type of DJ equipment here that actually goes ahead and plays music and entertains a crowd. I don't do any of that here. I don't entertain a crowd or play music, So how am I a DJ? I can't. I'm just a rambling, bumbling idiot here, maybe a high Q, lesser than my age, and I'm over here trying to talk and sound intelligent. And of course, I fail all the time. And you're the one asking me for advice. I don't understand. I should be asking for you.
Hey, that was what Tammy, thank you for asking right there. So is it like, are you DJ Chaz Bono? Is that what you were going with?
No, it's not what Tammy says, like Chaz Bono. No, so here's the story that actually came in. I'll probably keep it simple because it's not that real interesting. So my first job I ever had was I was like 15, 16 years old. I was working as a bagger at Winn-Dixie. Not sure if you know what that is. That's a grocery store.
Yeah, I know what that is.
Kind of like Shaw's and Stop and Shop up
Piggly
there.
Wiggly, right?
Piggly Wiggly, too, is a more advanced Piggly Wiggly.
Okay.
So anyway, I'm over here doing bagging. I finally go ahead and say, hey, there's a produce opportunity with more money. Like instead of making $4.25 an hour, I can make $5.50 an hour instead, and I get the babes because
he's a big baller, man.
Yeah, I'm working with all the zucchini and the
Vaseline and the condoms,
and that's what they need. That's what those ladies need. Those ladies need those big carrots and those the zucchini, man, to keep them occupied. And the guys just need the apples or whatever the hell. The
right.
Anyway, so I'm over here. I finally got my produce manager at the time. His name was Wayne, and the guy was like in his 30s, but it's like he had the the testosterone of an 18-year-old. So it's like, my God. So he's over here hustling and bustling, man. It's fucking awesome. And he's like almost my best friend, man. He's like in his mid-late 30s. I'm just not even 21 yet. So I'm over here, and it's like, dude, man, I'm calling you a Chaz. It's like, it's like, what? What do you call me Chaz for? Well, you're Charles, right? It's Chaz. I'm going to call you Chaz, man. Yeah, that's your nickname, Chaz. So all the time, we're working together and stuff like that. Each morning, say, "Hey, Chaz, good morning. Chaz, go ahead and wrap up this corn. Chaz, go ahead and make sure the lettuce is done. Chaz, this. Chaz." And it's like, and it just stuck. And it's like, hey, I'm just gonna go by DJ Chaz. I mean, why not? See, told you it wasn't that interesting.
No, that works though. I mean, because you're taking what you were given and you're making lemonade.
I don't know about lemonade, man. I did have to worry about the lemons over there and make sure they didn't turn. Otherwise, people are going to get some sour lemons, which might be a drink. I don't know. But no, not Chaz Bono. All right, so I'll plug you guys. I have no idea what's going on here.
No,
Pack on the Blue Spot.
So they are a man-based, or they are a man band, not a boy band, a man band singing group. Now I don't know if it's like a cappella, or what it is, but they are also a mixed. They are a pop mixed singing group of us. Okay, well, wow. It sure can't be them, right? Because y'all aren't.
I'm not going to be them again. Like I said, I can't be entertaining or interesting. So it's like, what the fuck am I doing? But I know who is. Listen, I know who is entertaining and interesting, and that's Bad Billy. He's on the phone right now. What's up, Billy?
Boo, Bad Billy.
What's going on?
How you doing, man?
What's up, buddy?
Good. I gotta ask. Did you need a bucket after seeing that last video of JoJo there?
Oh, I haven't. No. Listen, I'm staying away from anything that's going to make me blow chunks, man. So no, that's not going to work.
Hey, I did get a pretty interesting screenshot from Bad Billy.
Yeah, what the fuck, man? Why are you doing that to me? Why are you sending me Joe porn? Come on now.
I don't know what the hell he thought he was doing.
It sounds like he was giving himself a mammogram or something like that. A manogram. That's what he was doing.
I don't know. I don't know.
He was trying to feel for pimples, I guess.
I ain't gonna be able to reply to him anymore, and that's probably a good thing anyway, because I'm suspended from YouTube for 3 months. But
for what? What the fuck did you do?
He's a misinformation person.
Misinformation.
Oh God, they're clamping down on the fact checking now, like Facebook is.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
I'm surprised that I haven't been gigged for that, but then again,
I'm not showing that, Philip. I'm not showing it. You might as well take that shit down. I'm not showing it. I don't need people getting buckets on there too.
Okay.
You're over here posting the same thing. Him showing it.
No, I just shared my screen with you with that photo that you sent me.
We don't need to see his lady tits. Come on.
No, he was like, look at these. I'm like, okay, that makes you look gay, dude. That's all I could say.
I'm coming out. I want the world to know.
He called up the other day and said, I was very handsome. That was the first thing I know for that.
Dude, that's what threw me off because all I heard was you're very handsome. And I'm like, what's going on here?
I don't know. I don't get it. I don't get it. It's just, why do I always get the old crazy ones to hit on me? Why can't I get somebody that's from like the China or South Korea and some hot young chick in their 20s? Just why can't I do that? Why does that have to be? Why does that have to be 70-year-old and male?
Because Alyssa's all you need.
It is. It's true. It's all I need. But it's like, damn it, I want to be desirable, man. I want to be desirable to the right, to the white.
Well, take off that Patriots jersey is a good start.
Whatever.
One other thing, Charles, I sent you a link on in your Facebook Messenger there. I just got to say thank God for that lady in Charleston, West Virginia, after what she did, because we would have had another massacre on our hands within what less than a 2-week time period if it wasn't for her.
Yeah, I'm over here seeing that right there. Police say illegally armed woman shot and killed a gunman after he opened fire during a party.
Can we take another
fucking AR-15 rifle?
Man,
another fucking AR-15. What the hell?
He got off a few rounds, and luckily he didn't get anybody. But he met his demise, and that's I don't condone death, as you know, or killing people, but sometimes necessary evils, and she did what had to be done to save lives.
According to the statement, a woman pulled a pistol out and fired, ultimately killing the person who opened fire. There were no injuries from the party that were reported, at least.
Good, man. That is bravo.
The outlet also noted the woman waited along with several witnesses after shooting Butler for the police to arrive. Butler, who the fuck the Butler is? I guess that's the guy Dennis Butler. Dennis Butler. He's the asshole. Yeah, he's the shooter. But yeah, man, you're gonna go ahead and open fire on a party, man. Do you mean to tell me I can't have a fucking party now? I have to worry about this shit? My God.
Well, hey, look, man, and you this is why it's so important to why I tell everyone, look, whether you're pro 2A or not, man, criminals don't give a shit. And if,
Yeah, right.
I've been shot before, I took a round right here just to the left of center mass. And it hurt like hell. And I'm going to tell you something. I don't ever want anyone to ever, come into a place like this. So, good on that lady. I haven't heard the story until just a few minutes ago. Man, good on her, man, because
thanks, Billy. That was good.
Yeah.
Yep.
Now, there was
Anyway,
also,
all right,
man. No, I was like saying there was actually some open fire in Chicago's north side. Somebody was videoing people opening fire right there on the streets. Like in broad
what
daylight.
else is new there?
Exactly. I was like, oh my God. It's crazy. We're all going to hell in a handbasket. It really is. It just sucks.
The only way evil will ever persist is when good people do nothing. And good on this woman. Man, right on, ma'am.
That's right. We need to send her in. We need to send her in as a part of we need to start paying her a salary.
Yeah.
Give her a medal.
That's right. Medal. Damn right.
Medal of Freedom. That's the highest award that a civilian can ever get.
Billy, are you and I've been meaning to ask you this. When you're doing your show, are you back doing live, and were you able to stream live, or are you still just recording it?
Right now, I'm still recording it. The videos too, they're pre-recorded. I'm not doing any live streams. I am working on bringing that back because I got to bring the show back to the No Holds Barred Radio Network as well.
Yeah, listen, man, when you get that done, because you're still doing it Saturdays, right? Well, you're recording on Saturdays.
No, I record throughout the week and then air it on Saturdays.
Oh, okay. I see. Yeah, let me know when that happens, man, because my Saturday schedule is kind of shit right now. When I have to go ahead and repeat my 3 days on one day, that's really not cool. That's not good. That's too much of me.
Well, hey, he runs a marathon of me starting at 9 p.m. So,
that's a lot. That's a lot of you, but still good. See, here's the thing: you can go ahead and run good shit, but when you have bad shit and stinky shit, that don't mix.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
All right, Billy.
Take care, buddy.
Well, all right. You guys have a good one.
Yep, you too. Take care. All right, there you go. That's Bad Billy right there from Outlaw Radio. You can catch him sporadically throughout the day. We have Tuesdays and Thursdays from 1 to 4 p.m. right before Matt Connerton, right there on the Raw Talk Online Radio Network, rawtalkonlineradio.com. So yeah, I mean, it's finally some people are actually starting to take a little justice in their own hands, literally, man. Just damn.
Well, the only people that care about laws are law-abiding citizens. And that's the thing that I don't think a lot of people understand. Oh, we need to create more laws. Well, okay, you create more laws. The only thing you're doing is restricting law-abiding people. I told you, Charles, I'm not a law-abiding citizen. At this Memorial Day service, I will be armed. Just because you just never know. People are sick. People are. I don't know what the hell's wrong with people. That don't value life anymore. But we got to have people that are willing to stand up and put down bad guys, because cops' average response time is 10 minutes. A lot can happen in 10 minutes.
Yeah, I agree. And it's like, man, you don't know where this shit's coming from. Honestly. Yeah. Holy shit. We actually haven't heard from this guy in a while. I'm not sure if you know him, but it's Will. Will all the way from Wisconsin, man. What's going on, Will? Hello, Will. Oh, maybe Will with us, I guess. Will, you there? Willie. Big Willie style. No?
Getting Willie with it? No?
I guess he's holding his Willie.
Right. He probably Willie dodged you.
He Willie dodged me.
Oh.
I'm hearing some truck. What is he? Is this like a distress call? Will, blink twice if you're in danger. I didn't see him blink. I guess he's okay. That's me in the background, isn't it? I mean, that's us.
No, that's not us.
No. He
moving on.
He butt dialed us. It's okay. It's all right, man. Well, it's okay. He's been going through a lot. He's been going through a lot, not only personally, but also medically. So, we hope he's doing all right. That's why I was asking him if he had, could blink twice.
All right.
We need him to be okay.
Of course, everybody.
All right, let's go to memes. Oh, wait, he's trying it again. Will times 2.
Hey,
there we are.
What's going on, man?
What's going on?
Not much. I am breaking silence. Fine.
Yeah, where the fuck have you been? Or can you talk about that?
I'm finally coming out. I was an extreme victim of abuse in a relationship.
Oh, I thought you said you were finally coming out as gay. But thank God. Thank God it's the other one. No. I'm kidding.
No.
I'm kidding. But dude, so do you finally are you done? Are you finally settled?
Well, yeah. Well, no, we've been separated. We've been done for a year, but like about 3-4 months ago, I came out and I was like, "You guys don't know what happened behind closed doors." And I really just told everybody everything that happened. They're like, "Why didn't you tell us?" And I'm like, dude, you know how many times in high school I used to joke about guys that would get beat by their girlfriends?
Yeah.
Oh, I was the guy that was in that situation. You know what I mean? And like, she would throw me out of my wheelchair, stomp on my knee, kick me in the back, punch me down there. And
jeez,
it was an extremely abusive situation. But I'm out of it.
Yeah, but you say you've been out of it for a year. What have you been up to? Because it's been a while since we heard from you. I was actually kind of concerned.
I'm out of the motel. I'm in my own apartment now.
Oh, good.
Good for you.
Very good.
Yeah. I've been doing like fundraising, trying to get furniture and stuff, because when she destroyed my bed, she destroyed my dresser, my entertainment center, my dresser, my desk, my computer.
Please tell me that. Please tell me there's been charges filed.
There was charges filed when she threw me out of my wheelchair and were kicking me. And she spent the first night in jail. And she got out the next morning, and there was a no contact order until court. And then when we went to the final court date, they gave her a $150 fine plus court fees. That's it.
Hey, $150, man. I think your computer's worth more than that.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Well, she didn't have to replace anything that she damaged.
Really? So nothing. I mean, what the fuck is going on with our justice system? So basically, it's okay to go ahead and just fucking kick the shit out of your significant other. You get a $150 fine, and that's it. Maybe spend a day in jail. Wow, man. Well, listen. I understand it was a rough road to go through. You're on the other side, man. Now you're on the other side.
That's
you're
it.
In your place.
Yeah.
Hopefully you're safe.
My psychiatrist, when I was talking to my psychiatrist told me, when I was talking to him right before Easter, they said, and told me, they're like, hey, you know what? I was talking about my weight gain and everything. They're like, I want to talk to you about that. And I was like, really? Go for it. Lay it on me. Like, don't you think that you gaining weight was a defense mechanism? I was like, what do you mean?
Make you harder to throw.
Before that you They said literally before you said that you feel helpless, that you cannot put on the muscle that you used to have in high school when you played football and all that, because now you have MS and are in a wheelchair.
Right.
I was like, yeah. And do you think from your ex beating you all them years and whatnot, and because you already have the mental mindset that you cannot get back in shape like you used to be, that maybe you just went and put on the weight as a defense mechanism, being like, well, if I can't defend myself, what's the next thing I can do? Put on the weight so you can't pull me out of the wheelchair because I'll be too heavy to do it. And I was like, oh my God.
Yeah. You know what? I've been talking to a psychiatrist for about the last 6 months, though. And she's like, you ever think this could be the reason why you're doing this and doing that? And maybe some of your past is coming through. It's like, shit, I'll be honest with you. My psychiatrist surprised the hell out of me more than Artie on Wednesday. So it's like, she made more sense.
When I talked to my psychiatrist, they were like, well, what are you doing with your apartment? I said, well, I'm setting it up as if it's my place, my domain.
Right.
They're like, well, how are you there? They're like, well, like, how did you do it? I'm like, it's mine. I have a Spider-Man bathroom, and I got all of my Kevin Smith stuff up in my living room.
And you got the Tom Brady dildo to jerk off when you get a chance.
Oh, shut up. And then in the spare room, which is going to be like my studio room for everything.
Right.
That's going to be my sports room. So I'm going to have like my Cubs stuff, my Buccaneers stuff, my Dallas Mavericks stuff. All my wrestling stuff is going to be up in there. And my psychiatrist was like, good. That's really good. I'm proud of you because that's how you should do it.
Yeah, of course. This is your now. This is your life now, your domain. This is where you need to be.
Yeah, because my ex would never let me show off any of that kind of stuff. So,
Which is weird too, because it's like, anytime we were talking, back when you were living with her, and it's like she used to get involved and she used to be funny and stuff like that. It's like, but now we know what a real bitch she was. I never thought of that, man. I never thought she would go ahead and abuse the shit out of you like that. That's fucked up.
Oh yeah, behind closed doors, man. I had bruises, man. Trust me. And my friend saw them.
Yeah.
One time, we were out somewhere where he had to help me go to the bathroom, and he saw a bruise on my back from when she kicked me. And he's like, "What's that from?" I said, "Oh, dude, I slammed my back on the wall."
Yeah.
And he's like, "Oh, you got to be careful." It's like, yeah, I know.
Tammy is in the chat room saying, "Stay tough, caller. You got this. You didn't deserve any of what you got. Keep your head up." I agree. I think that's
for the longest time, I felt like I did. And when I tried leaving, the first 6-8 months I tried leaving, she told me, hey, where are you going to go? Your mom has stairs. Your dad lives way up north. When my dad was alive, after he passed away, she would say, your dad's dead. Your friend that lives in Racine's got a bunch of stairs, can't get in his place. And your two best friends live far away, and they both got families. So you've got nowhere to go. Your only option is here with me. So I'm like, okay, then I'll stay here, and I'll try and make you a better person. I'm going to make you better. And that was my thing. And obviously that wasn't working. So then I was like, I don't care if I'm out on the street. Right.
Yep.
I was like, I'm just going to go.
Yep.
And
being on the streets better than living with her.
Yeah. So then she's like, well, if you leave, I'm keeping the car. And the car was in my name. I had the title. The title was in my name.
Mm-hmm. like to know how she's going to do that.
Yeah. She's like, well, if you call the cops and report the van stolen, I'll just tell them that you tried raping me or that you did rape me. And the cops will believe me over you because I'm a woman and you're a man, and you don't want to go back to prison, do you? And
If
my
it be,
fear of going,
if it beats living with you, why not? Go right
Yeah,
ahead.
you get 3 free hots in a cot.
well,
Yeah, no shit.
my fear of going back to prison really took over. Not to mention that, Charles, this is another thing that happened. I had a cat when we first got together, and she used to beat the living crap out of my cat, and it scared me. And I was just like, I used to think better the cat than me, right?
Dude, where did you meet this bitch? Psychos R Us?
Well, we were friends for 4 years before we started dating.
Obviously,
behavior.
obviously not close enough friends.
Yeah, right. Well, then once the
Well,
cat
you know what?
ran
You know what?
away,
Well. Let me ask you a question. I know you got a lot to tell, but let me ask you a question. What was her motive in all this? Why did she even want to keep you around if she was just going to shit on you? Did you like have money or something that was going towards the apartment that you guys were living in? I mean, what was going on? What was her reason just to keep you?
for her punching bag, I guess.
I can answer that.
Go ahead, Phil.
The reason why she kept you around, Wheels, because it sounds like, I don't know this lady from anything, but it sounds like she's a narcissist and borderline sociopath. And so what she was doing was no one can make you feel inferior without your permission, right? And you gave her permission. And maybe not because you wanted to. She had the means, and she was able to manipulate you and convince you that you needed her. You needed all of this, when the reality is that beating you up made her feel better about herself, right? Because she saw someone who was in a worse situation than she is. And so using you as her punching bag made her feel better. And the narcissistic side of it is, well, hey, I did this because you did this, right? She justified everything she did. Am I right?
Oh, yeah.
So now that, and what she did was she invested by keeping you around. The idea is by keeping you around, she has the ability to keep you down, right? Your identity became her identity. So now that you're out, you got your own room, and you got all these rooms that all these plans of all these things that you're going to do throughout your house, these things that you want to put up, you're establishing your identity. She wouldn't allow you to have your identity there because that way she couldn't control you. But now that you're out on your own, which congratulations on getting out of that toxic relationship, embrace this moment to reimagine yourself, re-identify yourself, and just get back to knowing who you are, for a change. I'm happy. I'm sad that you went through everything you went through, but I'm very happy that you're in a position where you're finding your own stride, and good on you, young man.
You know something too? It's like, a lot of people that go through these types of relationships, when they finally get freed, they kind of lost. And
yeah.
Well, I'm glad that it sounds like you're not lost. You actually are you're looking at this as a good situation, and you're not looking back like, well, this is what I knew for a while long.
I was lost for about the first 6-7 months.
Mm-hmm.
I really was. I was feeling lost because I'm like, no, I need her in my life to survive. I need her back. You know what I mean? And then I started to realize things, and I was like, wait a minute, what the hell?
Right.
And I'm like, no, you can go to hell.
Was there any
Was
there any communication between those 6 or 7 months or 8 months that between you and her?
Oh yeah, she was telling me, "Oh, I want you back, but you got to change."
Yeah.
Change
And
what?
I'm like,
Wait.
I'm
Oh, hold on a second.
That's the narcissistic behavior.
Yeah. Hold on a second. What did she want you to change?
I honestly don't know. She never really said it.
So it's like, we're going to keep it a mystery, but you come back anyway.
Yeah. She wanted me to admit that I attacked her.
Yeah, because you being on your ass out of the wheelchair, that's what made you were so enraged that you went ahead, threw a punch, and then threw out your wheel. Yeah, that's yeah, dude. You're better off. Listen, I'm sure you already know this. You're better off, man. You're better off.
And congratulations.
Oh,
man.
I know I am.
Absolutely.
I know I am.
Absolutely.
I'm far better off.
So we're gonna hear you on the show more often, I assume, huh?
I'm hoping so. I mean, I'm trying to get my life back in order right now. So
Okay.
I'm talking with more of my friends now.
There you go. There you go.
I'm communicating with a lot of my friends more now, which I really wasn't allowed to do before.
Now
which is part of the reason why once I got out here, I wasn't calling because I was communicating with my friends so much. You know what I mean?
Well, listen, they're the ones that are going to be able to be there by your side. Listen, I'll honestly be where I can, but you know, well, you and I, you know, we're not tight like this, man. We never hung out. We haven't had a beer. We're not going to have a cookout this weekend. So yeah, I mean, it makes sense to go ahead and you know, communicate with the people that you know and trust and that are actually local to you.
Yeah.
So I get it, man. No, and listen, no worries. I'm just glad that you're okay.
I mean, Charles, I would love to hang out with you in person someday and have a beer with you. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
I love you, man. You're one of the coolest people I've met. You know what I'm saying, online.
Well, I appreciate it.
One day I would love to sit down and root for Tom Brady with you at a Bucs game. And
oh God.
Yes. You heard those words come out of my mouth.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna save it, and I'm gonna make a clip out of it. Root for Tom Brady.
Hey,
I never thought you'd say that.
I even said I was talking to a friend of mine. He's just like, "Yeah, Tom Brady's back." I'm like, "Yeah, I know," which means we're actually gonna win again. He's like, "Dude," I was like, "Dude, I hate to root for the guy, but he actually gets us freaking wins."
Yep. That was the turnaround. That was the reason why you guys got another ring.
Yeah, and we're gonna get another one this year too.
Nah, bullshit. Not gonna happen. He's not. He's
the Patriots aren't gonna get one.
Well, I don't think the Patriots are gonna go anywhere either. I mean, I think they're gonna have a okay season, but they still got some work to do. Mac Jones doesn't have the eye of the tiger like Brady does.
The NFC Championship is going to be the Rams and the Buccaneers, and whoever wins that game is winning the Super Bowl.
Honestly, I don't even see the Rams making it, to be honest with you. I really don't see the Rams making it.
Everybody last year said the Rams acquiring Matthew Stafford was a stupid move. I said, that's brilliant. Cooper Kupp is going to fall in love with Stafford, and Stafford's going to fall in love with Cooper Kupp.
Yeah, and they're going to go ahead and do a circle jerk in the locker room before each game. I get it. It's all good. Well, listen, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens, man.
Oh, man, I love you guys, dude.
Well, listen, you take care. Have a great weekend. Get back to normal.
Enjoy
get back
your
to your
holiday,
normal.
man.
Yeah, get back to your normal because you'll find it, and it's going to be a lot better than what it was before.
All right, man. You keep doing what you're doing, man.
Oh, I plan on it. Thank you very much. You keep doing what you're doing now.
All right, man.
All right, take care, Will.
Yep, later.
All right, bye. All right, there you go. My good buddy Will. I actually met him while doing a sports show on another Facebook network, and it was all Buccaneer talk and everything like that. Because I actually used to talk about the Bucs all the time. I followed up on them. And he was one of my callers that used to come in and just, he was definitely an anti-Brady person. He loved Jameis Winston and stuff like that. And, he kind of followed over to the show after I left that stupid garbage.
Well, that's called a fan. He just followed you to your next place.
That's it. That is a fan. And then, I lost out, didn't see or hear from him for a long time. And
now you know why.
Yeah, now we know why. And that's crazy, man, because when he did call, again, his wife or girlfriend, whatever, in the background commenting, they were having a good time, they were having a play. You wouldn't think anything was wrong. You wouldn't think anything's wrong. And that's where honestly mental health awareness comes into play, because listen, even it's not you. If you're in somebody in that type of predicament, listen, I know you may be getting abused, but you need to say, hey, we need to seek help.
Yeah, always reach out, man. You're never alone.
Yeah, I mean, you need to get them help somehow, some way, because I guarantee you, she needs help. She does. Now, does she deserve the help? Oh, fuck no. But maybe she's got something going on that can be corrected.
Man, everybody deserves a rope, man, and they can either pull themselves out or hang themselves with it. But everybody deserves an opportunity to get better.
Yep.
But one opportunity, not over and over and over. Just this is a classic Stockholm syndrome, right? He sympathized with his captor and he believed what everything she was telling him.
And you know what? What a heartless bastard.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna leave. Where the fuck are you gonna go? I'm your only solution.
Yeah.
What a heartless bastard. What a heartless bitch.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's do memes. We got some memes to do. Let's go ahead and do it right here. Bring it up on the screen. All right, let's do it here. So here we go. First one. People are panicking and already trading sex for food. It's crazy. Anyways, I got a Klondike bar.
Right.
What would you do for a Klondike bar?
Not anything.
Yep. Okay, never mind. That just went south.
When the clock strikes 6:30, bed.
All right, you can.
I know. I can't do anything.
Anytime.
I can't do it.
Anytime mute.
Son of a bitch! That thing froze up on me. That's what happens on some. Yeah, Facebook's funny that way. When I go ahead and show stuff out of a messenger, it does that sometimes. Facebook's funny. They're always funny.
They're always something.
Yeah, it's something. Always something. So anyway, guys, don't forget, have a great Memorial Day weekend. Do the grilling, but also make sure you go ahead and pay your respects to the people that are. Just pay your respects to the fallen. That's what I would say.
If anything, man, just give them a toast. Just one. You ain't got to do them for every shot or every drink, but just give them a toast just to remember what the day's for.
Yeah, exactly. A toast to a big glass of whatever goddamn alcohol you're going to put in.
Maybe right.
Damn it, there's going to be a lot of alcohol in my. Yeah, there it is. There it is. All right, let's try this again. All right, we already know this one. Here's a front porch here with a milkshake on the ledge. 1 hour with my milkshake in the yard, and I haven't seen any boys yet. But I'm staying optimistic. Here's a bathtub filled with water with a candle and some Girl Scout cookies. Not sure who needs this tonight, but Girl Scout cookies float.
Man, that's some fat shit right there, right? Man,
that is. I haven't tried those, and I want those. You need to give those to me. Did this fucking thing just do it again? Oh my god. Here's John Cena and Ernest. You can see.
I can never unsee that.
Oh my god.
I can never unsee that.
Here's a black and white photo of a man holding the door for a lady. Why men should always hold the door for a lady? Because there may be a sniper waiting outside.
Yeah, right.
Here's from Pornhub. A helpful suggestion. All porn videos should start with 5 seconds of music to remind you that your volume is turned up.
Here.
This is.
I sent this one to you because of our conversation on Wednesday.
Yes, sir. Today I went to the toilet without my phone. There are 124 towels in the bathroom. So apparently RSVPing back to a wedding invite that says maybe next time is not the correct response. Chicken wisdom. Here's a chicken, very colorful chicken. Patience. What you have when there are too many witnesses.
Here.
Yeah, I get that. Here's an old lady one. Nothing starts my day off quite like when I give inspirational messages to my friends. May your day go fast. Your socks match and your underwear not right up your ass.
That's a good beer toast right there.
I amen. I think that should be on the
that
wedding.
Is awesome.
The next wedding I do, that would be great. Here's the Tin Man holding a penis over a tin bucket. Some days we just need stupid things to make us smile, and that would be one.
That is awesome.
That is actually, if you take a close look, that is actually the drain pipe from the gutters on the top of the roof going into made into an aluminum man, and then he's holding his penis, which is the end of the line, into a bucket. And of course, when it rains, it pees.
I don't know if Tammy would let me do that, but if she would, man, I would have that. I'd build that in my house. That's awesome.
Here's Joe Biden and this other. I think that's is that Clinton?
That's Bill Clinton.
Okay. Biden says I did not have sex with that woman, and Bill says I put that on his teleprompter. That was funny. Here is that dude. I forget his name.
It is Bubba J.
Bubba J from he's the puppet.
Jeff Dunham.
From Jeff Dunham. Thank you very much. I had a brain freeze there.
I got you.
When I get to work, the first thing I do is hide because they say a good worker is hard to find.
That is thinking ahead of the game right there.
That is thinking way above it. And that is the memes for today, Friday, the 27th of May, 2022. And this is the Charles Richardson Show with Philip. Tammy says one of my favorite memes said, "Is it rude to toss a breath mint into somebody's mouth while they're talking?" The answer to that is no. You're actually doing a favor.
But you notice how people always get mad? There's no gentle way you can tell somebody their breath stinks. They always get fucking mad when you tell them, like, dude, hey, you're the one who didn't brush your teeth. Why do people get mad when you tell them their breath stinks?
Because they're insulted. That's why. I mean, I've never been told that. My breath is minty fresh.
But I mean,
gum.
If I speak up and tell you your breath stinks, chances are it's because I feel insulted that you breathe that dragon in my face.
Well, you're the one that's standing that close waiting for me to kiss you.
Hey, dog, look here, man. If somebody look, there's been times where I've had the wind to my back and I could still somebody. Tammy says it's their Bruce Lee, right? Because their breath is kicking. I mean, when it goes against the grain of a 15-mile-an-hour wind, you might want to go dance a toothbrush in it.
Yeah. All right. I agree. Listen, it's but what the thing, it's touchy. It's kind of like somebody. It's kind of like you go into Walmart and you see somebody, their dress is like tucked up in their underwear or something like that. And you see a bunch of panty. Hey, ma'am, your panties are showing. You're going to get smacked. Doesn't matter if it's true or not. You're trying to save him humiliation. You're going to get smacked. You don't know this person. Now, if it's your friend and say, the fuck are you doing? Pull your dress out of your panties. Then it's like, that's different.
No, I'm all about that PSA, man. But like, hey, your bloomers are showing. You might want to do something about that. And if they get mad, talk them. They're the ones who did it.
Can you please tuck in that titty? Thank you. We don't. You don't need to see extra baloney. We're right here in the deli. My God. Kicking like a soccer team. Tammy says. Tammy's been the inspirational chat today. Thank you very much for being on the show and being one of the few that have listened. We appreciate it very, 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 very much. All right. Hey, listen, you know what? It's about that time. We don't have any good news. But you know what? The good news is it's a 3-day weekend. And hopefully everybody that's not working enjoys it, relaxes, and gets some of that mental clarity going forward. But Philip, go ahead and preach your show there that you're going to have on Monday.
All right, so this coming Monday, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be covering down on Memorial Day. I will always use my Memorial Day shows to memorialize my brothers and sisters who died while I was in Iraq. But yeah, that's what we're covering Memorial Day, what it stands for, what it means, and why you should care. But catch me every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, all social media platforms, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 5:00 p.m. Central Time, right there, youtube.com/The Philip D. Blackman Show. I always have the lines open, so if you always want to participate in the chat or you want to call or you want to text the show, man, I always encourage it. It's always a good time.
Yeah, and he's going to have to listen. You all better listen Monday because, honestly, he's going to be writing to the very end because he's doing this big event in Houston, which is 2 hours away. He's going to have to drive 2 hours. They're going to start preparing. I mean, he's going to basically, his whole day is full. He's got no rest. Rest at all. So make sure you listen. And make sure you go ahead and tune to Raw Talk Online Radio for all your great content. The morning shows continue to kick all the way from 7:30 a.m. in the morning all the way to 1 p.m. Eastern. And, of course, Matt Connarton drives you home on the Monday through Friday. We drive you home Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, starting at 6 p.m. Eastern to 9 p.m. Eastern with Philip D. Blackman and the Charles Richardson Show. Guys, enjoy the weekend. Stay safe. Don't drink and drive. And we'll catch you on the flip side. No show for us here at the Charles Richardson Show. No show for us next week. We'll see you June 6th with another interview right here on the show. Take care, everybody.
Take care, guys.